This video is brought to you by the Ring of the Noble One, a series of rings that I produce in collaboration with Viking Jewelry, completely original for the Metatron channel. Available in bronze, silver, gold and platinum. Link in the description and more on this later. Hello Noble Ones, welcome back to my channel. This is the Metatron speaking. We just finished with the pyramids and what's underneath them, and we've got, boom, Ark of the Covenant and CIA. Let's have a look at this, shall we? If you go online these days and you write Ark of the Covenant was found, you will find a lot of websites and articles. For instance, here Yahoo says CIA found the Ark of the Covenant by using psychics. We'll get back on that, but anyways, declassified CIA documents claim that the mystical Ark of the Covenant was located by a psychic decades ago in the Middle East, blah blah blah. Alright, so we're talking about, of course, the biblical Ark of the Covenant. Please don't get it confused with Noah's Ark. It's a completely different thing. Noah's Ark is the massive ship and the flood. It's kind of an object, you could say a container made of gold. It's in the Bible, something that the ancient Israelites were carrying with them, including into battle sometimes. Daily Mail also gets involved. Secret CIA files claim the Ark of the Covenant has been found. NDTV, same thing. Of course, YouTubers all over the place. I don't even want to know what TikToks say about this, but yeah, lots of people going, we keep going, and it just, yeah. If we investigate this a little further, declassified CIA documents is what we have been talking about, as confirmed by Bro Bible. I'm not going to comment on that name. It's like you got Bro Science, you got Bro Bible. You got both, I suppose. Yeah, anyways. Declassified CIA files, CIA confirmed, and yeah, it's become a thing. It's basically gone viral now. Before we actually jump into one of these articles, of course, I found the original, you know me, so we're going to actually have a look at the documents. And it seems like the documents that we're going to read are legit. Now, whether what they claim is legit or not, that's a completely different situation, of course. That's what we're going to look at. And also, there are some mummies involved, just so you know. If you write approved for release and put the date that they're mentioning, you will get to this. This is actually www.cia.gov. So, if anything, this is where the document is. It's actually on the CIA, Central Intelligence Agency, official website. So, we click it. And here it is. I think it's legit in the sense that this is actually something that they were trying to do in 1988 using psychics, ESP. And by the way, since guys wanted to give you the definition, for those who don't know, we are not talking about electrostatic precipitator, whatever the heck that is. We are talking about extrasensory perception. So as I say, astral projections. And then if we look at this, extrasensory perception is a claimed paranormal ability to receive information not gained through the physical senses. Let's have a look at this document, shall we? We have a 5th of December 88 as a date up here. Then we see approved for release 2000 and then 88. So already the first thing is that, as you see, this happens a lot. It's like, wow, new thing. And then it's not new. This is not new. This is from 1988, but has been apparently approved for release for 25 years. 25. I'm definitely not skeptical with the idea of the American government in 1988 using taxpayer dollar to try and see if ESP works. That I can believe 100%. 100% I can believe. I mean, 1988, could you imagine, like, if they could really make it work, they would use it to Russia immediately. Immediately against Russia, Soviet stuff and whatnot. So, yeah. Thing is, though, that it's been around for 25 years. So the real question, and call me a conspiracy theorist all you want, but the real question is, why now? Why is this surfacing now and getting viral? They approved it for release, first of all, in 2000, so they want this to reach the public. But for some reasons, 25 years ago, specifically in a current climate, where first it was the UFOs, then the whistleblower, now there's the pyramids, now it's this. Like, these things keep happening. There were the aliens in Mexico, and they invited by Tyson or whatnot. So it seems like that's something that I will ask myself the question. And I will say, but why is this becoming a thing? Because this is not random. It's not even a whistleblower. It's not even someone, oh, they showed this stuff that was secret. No, this is approved for release. It's just that now it's going viral. This is just the first thing that I would like to kind of ask and keep there. Once again, one more pin for our investigation. Then let's start reading. Project number TNG0209. There's no session number, unfortunately. Warning notice. Let's read that. Project Sunstreak, so that's the name. Intelligence sources and methods involved. Fantastic. Well, whether intelligence is involved or not, we still have to decide that maybe after we read it. Date of session 5th of December 88. Date of report 5th of December 88. Start at 9:15 in the morning and it ended at 10:45. So it didn't last that long, did it? Methodology TRY, stage 4 TNG, don't know what that means, viewer identifier 032. Access and describe the target identified by coordinate, and then we've got some coordinates. You know, I might try and Google these coordinates and see what happens. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it now. So let's see. Let's try the coordinate. One moment, please. I'm having a great time. We need to do more of these investigations together, shouldn't we? Watch me discover something and then they come and knock on my door. The document gives MGRS coordinates, but without a grid zone or square designation, that could be anywhere on the planet. So we can't really use it, can we? That's a shame. Man in black are gonna knock on my door, absolutely. All right, let's continue. It says here, training target 0209 is the Ark of the Covenant. That's where they say it. That's the target. Apparently for training. Man, if that's for training, what the heck is the actual mission? I mean, finding the Ark of the Covenant is a training. Actual mission, finding God, an alien species. Evaluation, viewer 032 attained excellent sight contact, doing very well with stage 4 structure, whatever that means. Viewer also exhibits the ability to keep AOL to a minimum. Anyone knows what AOL is? Have to be careful with editing though. It's written very informally, I'd like to say. This does not seem to be a problem at this time, comma, just something to watch for. 5th of December 1998, start time, we already know that. Target is a container, which, you know, it's what the Ark of the Covenant is supposed to be. This container is another container inside of it. The target is fashioned of wood, gold, and silver. Yeah. The target is similar in shape to AOL. I still don't know what that is. A coffin, and is decorated with seraphim. See sketch page 16. All right. So let's check sketch page 16. I'm having a great time. I don't know about you, but I'm going to start making this into a thing. So this is page 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Boom. All right. So this is supposed to be, and we see seraphim. Well, I'm already having a problem here because I guess people who don't read the Bible or haven't read the Bible might not notice the discrepancy, but I'm already finding a discrepancy. In the Bible, the Ark of the Covenant is not described having seraphim. It's described having cherubim. It's a different type of angel. In fact, I wouldn't even say angel, I would say class of celestial being. But for ease of use, since that's a little long, let's just refer to them as angels. Just to give you the proof, King James Version is my favorite version of the Bible, so it's the one I'm going to use. We might jump into interlinear. Before continuing with the investigation, I would like to take just a few seconds to tell you about the Ring of the Noble One and the special discount code that Viking Jewelry and I are offering right now. Code NOBLERING for a 15% discount until Sunday midnight. The ring is designed in a really cool way to remind of the channel and what this platform stands for. We have the Latin inscription Custos Veritatis, which means guardian of truth, together with the shield based on actual medieval iconography, and we have the wings that represent, of course, the Metatron, which we often see at the end of my videos. Take advantage of this promotion, and at the same time you'll help me maintain the channel strong and independent. Thank you for your support and for helping me spread my wings. Link in the description. Back on the video. So this is the part where the Ark of the Covenant is being built, And he made 2 cherubims of gold, beaten out of one piece made he them. And the cherubims spread out their wings on high and covered with their wings over the mercy seat, with their faces one to another. So they're facing each other. And once again, Exodus 25:22, we read, the 2 cherubims which are upon the ark of the testimony. In Exodus 37:1-9, then we see the section where it's talking about Bezalel. He's the goldsmith that followed the instructions given by Moses to build the ark. And it says that he made the ark of shittim wood, and then he overlaid it with pure gold. Shittim is the plural of shittah tree, which is part of the genera Vachilia and the Phyderbia genus, which are both typical of the Sinai and the desert of this area. Now, you might ask, but is it really that big of a difference between cherubim and seraphim? So cherubs and seraphs? Absolutely. There is a massive difference. Seraphs are the most powerful beings. They could be translated from Hebrew as the burning ones. We don't know much. I mean, I've studied this deeply because I'm very invested in it. They sing constantly. They never stop. I'm not going to go deep in the Bible. I've got dedicated videos. But just to give you an idea as to why this doesn't make sense, the way they're saying it. We'll check. And that's in theory the seraphim, although then again, another thing about seraphs is that they have 6 wings, so I'm missing a few wings here. We don't want to be disrespectful to seraphs. We don't want to piss a seraph off. Because there is this vision, right? And in this vision, the prophet sees God on his throne. He's in the air, flying through the clouds. Underneath the throne of God, you have 2 classes of celestial beings. The cherubs, or cherubim. Usually they're described with 4 faces and glittering metal, golden. And then there are the ophanim, which are the wheels within the wheels with multiple eyes. They are underneath the throne of God. And then above the throne of God, you've got the seraphs. Completely different, distinct creatures. And the reason why you have cherubs here and not seraphs is because cherubs are the ones that protect places. So after Adam and Eve are banned from the Gan Eden, the Garden of Eden, Elohim, God, places cherubs with flaming swords at the entrance so that they cannot return. Similarly, when there is the tabernacle and the glory of God enters the temple, cherubs are placed in front. When they move, they create wind, they make a lot of noise, and then when they arrive and they stop, the wind stops. By the way, if you read the scriptures, it doesn't say wind, it says spirit, but the original is wind, so I would translate it as wind. Those are the cherubs. Cherubs are the ones that protect places. That's why you've got cherubs on the Ark of the Covenant. So already I find a discrepancy here when they instead describe seraphs. That's not what seraphs do. GPS coordinates. Let's go. If I do this, if I write it like this, how about that? Okay, yeah, it does. It does take you to... If you write it like this, it does take you to India. How interesting. Yeah, it's like southern India this way. Cool. But I wonder if that's how they mean it. What if I swap it? What if I do north with east and east with north? What if I do the other way around? Oh. No. Oh, no, it is possible. It's in the middle of the sea, though. Greenland. Well, we'll have to keep trying that. I'll try with south. You know what? I'm actually having fun here. What if I do southeast like this? What happens then? We're gonna test them. Yeah, that was the ocean, alright. What about this? Antarctica. Wow. This target is located somewhere in the Middle East, they say, as the language spoken by individuals present seemed to be Arabic. Visuals of the surrounding buildings indicated the presence of mosque domes. See page 12. Individuals in the area were clothed in virtually all white. Had black hair and dark eyes. Ooh, could be me, guys. Could be me. The target is hidden underground. Not check. Dark and wet were all aspects of the location of the target. If we look at the days, like how long ago are we talking? 5 days ago is this article. 8 days ago, 5 days ago, and then if we look at the declassified, 1 week ago, 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, 6 days, 6 days, it's relatively recent, 2 days, 6 days, 4 days, 5 days. So I was trying to understand where does this come from in the sense that, okay, the CIA, we get it, but who made it viral? Because in order to go viral, there has to be someone with a certain following that must have tweeted about this, talked about this, something like that. Right? The further back that I could go, but I could be wrong about this, so don't quote me on this, but I found this tweet from an account called Holden Culotta. It says documenting Maha, which is like Make America Healthy Again, which means he's a, I don't know, he likes Kennedy, I guess. RFK Jr. You know, he likes him. I guess, politically. Very much of a political commentator, in fact, because look at this, he's got 100,000 followers. And I don't know anything about this guy, nothing, I don't know anything. But what I do know is that if you scroll down, you will see that we have got this, and it says a declassified, it's not something that he is sharing, it's something he's posting. A declassified document reveals the CIA found the Ark of the Covenant in 1988. 1988. Put a pin on that. Using remote viewing astral projection. It was guarded by, open quotes, spirits, using a power unknown to us. They discovered historical knowledge far beyond what we know, and then there is a massive allegedly at the end. Now, I don't know where he got, well, I know where he got this, but I think this could be, because there are several posts here, but the only reason why I'm saying this could be the reason why this went viral, I'm not sure about it, I will continue the investigation, is because this is from the 26th of March. 2025 at 3:54 p.m. right? So it's possible he's the one who made it viral. It might not be the case, but everything else that I saw, 6 days, 4 days, 2 days, 1 week, but this is 26th of March, so still very recent anyways. Another thing that we could do once identified the name of the project is of course to find an actual Defense Intelligence Agency brief for the project, and this is a 56 pages document, so you can go and check everything you want. Unfortunately, Control F doesn't work with this, so you're gonna have to read the whole thing to see if it even has specific words. But just to read the beginning on slide 1, description, Defense Intelligence Agency. Good morning, afternoon. I would like to present a brief overview of the project Sunstreak, giving a few points of its historical background, definition of its basic words, and explanations of what is accomplished by our project. This briefing and the information it contains is classified secret special access information. That's the name, as we can see. Project Sunstreak deals with the use of psychoenergetics in the collection of intelligence information. Psychoenergetics is defined as shown here, as is broadly subdivided into two classes. 1. Mental, effects on the physical world. 2. Purely mental collection of information. These two things is defined as the process by which an individual may psychically interact with objects, locations, organisms, or events. And then we've got psychokinetics, physical actions performed by mental powers, ESP, telepathy, remote viewing, perceptions which cannot be explained by known sensory means. Since the early 1970s, the Department of Defense has been involved in examining potential uses of psychoenergetics. I keep misreading this one. Experiments using remote viewing as an intelligence gathering tool conducted by two laser psychists. So it's a category, laser. Hal Potoff and Russell Targ, we got names, at Stafford Research Institute, SRE, proved successful. So this is the location where I suppose this has been happening, and they say proved successful. It's a little strange for me, because if it did prove successful, and you do release this, proved for release to the public, why don't you show proof? At this point, just show the proof. The acquisition and description by mental means of information blocked from ordinary perception by distance, shielding, or time, even time. As you could see, even time. So they can go back in the past or in the future, I suppose. I don't know. Now, there is something redacted, but as I had predicted, Soviet R&D facility, it seems like gained detailed information about. So it seems like they did use it on the Soviets. I knew it. If I was right about that, what else was I right about? You could check it out if you want. There is a lot to cover. Might do a part 2 just dedicated to this one. We'll see. As I say, some sections are or appear to be redacted. But for now, let's return to the previous document and keep reading. The purpose of the target is to bring a people together. So the purpose of the Ark of the Covenant is to bring people together. Well, I'm not really sure about that. Again, once again, the Israelites took it to war. It has something to do with ceremony, memory, homage, and the resurrection. There is an aspect of spirituality, information, lessons, and historical knowledge far beyond what we now know. I wonder how, not that I'm an expert on ESP, so I don't know what to expect, but if you're astro projecting and you reach this place, right, you don't speak Arabic, so you have no idea what these people are saying, unless when you astro project, you start learning languages. I don't know how it works. If that's how it works, man, I wasted my time. It took me 8 years to be fluent in Japanese. Memory, homage, resurrection, how does he, like, do they perceive in theory? Do they have, like, feelings about it, or is it written on top of it? See page 14. Oh, we need to check this one. And can only be opened now by those who are authorized to do so. Well, that was the same in biblical times. If you touch it, you get electrocuted. This container will not/cannot be opened until the time is deemed correct. Once it is time to open the container, the mechanics of the lock system will be found to be fairly simple. Individuals opening the container by prying or striking are destroyed by the container's protectors through the use of a power unknown to us. So then we have a bunch of stuff that is gonna do. I'm terrible. Are you guys good at reading cursive? Rising gradually. Sloping doors. Land. Some names. Brown. Let's see. There's this, which is some kind of arch, I suppose. Bricks. I mean, they might be great at astral projecting, but the drawing skills. This might be a piece of the arc, I suppose. This one beats me. The dunes of the desert. What do you guys think? Recognizing what these... I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know about... What do you guys think? What's this one? Let me know. Let me know. I know what this is. This is construction working, right? Construction workers. I'm actually having fun of recognizing what these... I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know about... What do you guys think? What's this one? Let me know. Let me know. They have my dad's drawing skills. He could only draw stick figures. AOL. What's AOL? Area of location. Area of... Ooh, that's the mosque. That's the mosque and the dome. Mummies. So there are... Oh, the stickmen. The stickmen. Like you were saying. Stickmen. You sure this is not your dad? You might want to ask him. It says, watched by whom? What, the mummies? Then people, AOL, break coffins. So yeah, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mummies in here. Do they have mummies in the Middle East? What about this? What's that? Some kind of wheels. Oh, it was talking about a locking mechanism. Maybe that's what it is. It's like, I've seen a couple of those in Mirror's Edge. Here's the thing, though. They are on the official website. Now, given it could be fabricated, of course, once again, 25 years ago, though, allegedly. Purpose, significance of the container. I think this is... Oh, resurrection. So basically, they're asking... That's what it is. I think there is like this interview with the person conducting, asking the medium. Is that what you call them? No, medium is with ghosts. The psychic. That's the word. The psychopath. The psychic. And they say, so what is the purpose of the container? And they say these words: resurrection, homage, protection, ceremonial, health, I guess. I mean, this could be a D. Is it death? I honestly think death is more appropriate when it comes to, but whatever. And then instruction, knowledge, forbidden. Is this forbidden, protected, something? So you can't touch it. Quick death. It is death. Quick death. So if you touch it, quick death. Anguish. I mean, they got good vocabulary though. Anguish is a good word. And that's the whole document. So this has... I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced, but I am intrigued by why is this going viral now, right after the pyramid thing. That to me doesn't sound like a coincidence. The articles in question, I mean, declassified CIA files reveal psychic quest. Oh, it's a quest now for the Ark of the Covenant. There's one that I really liked. Where is it? There we go. Look at it. Because of course you're gonna think about what's his name, Indiana Jones. So if you guys remember that, I don't know, maybe some of you are too young for that, but I still remember the scene where was it the Nazis? They found it and they all melted then because they opened it and they all die. Something like that. I kind of remember. Anyways, it was the Austrian Painted Fan Club. Yeah, that's what I thought. Did the CIA actually locate the Ark of the Covenant? The interest in the Ark of the Covenant is surging after CIA documents claiming that the agency located the mythical relic using a psychic resurfaced. So this is kind of a pattern. These articles either refer to each other. I've already found an article that was referring the Daily Mail, and then the Daily Mail was referring another article, and then that article was referring the Daily Mail. So it's, you know, it goes round and round, is what it is. But since they are all talking about this freaking document, I looked for the document because I'm like, okay, let me have a look at the document. Like we always do on this channel, we want to go and check the source of this information. And what I found is this. Now that I think about it, I remember that I made a video a while ago about an article that was actually mentioning once again the CIA, but this time they were trying to use astral projection to see Mars. And then there was this person that allegedly went back in time 1 million years, and I think it was 1 million, and saw the Martians, and the Martians spoke to them. There was something like that. So I mean, yeah. Area of location. That's what I thought about AOL as well. Area of location. Could be. I think that's the best guess that we've got at the moment, yeah. Area of location. Also, this is classified by DIA. I know of the DEA. I don't know about DIA, though. Article-wise, let's see what we are told. So decades-old CIA documents are now that we have seen them. On the Covenant Resurface Amid Classified Group. All right. The CIA used experimental intelligence methods to attempt to locate the Ark of the Covenant, but the revelations are about 25 years old. The Ark of the Covenant is more than a lost treasure for Indiana Jones. To track it, man, everyone is mentioning freaking Indiana Jones. Recently surfaced documents, yeah, you see, puts it on quotes. Because it's not recent, it's from 25 years ago. As reported by right-wing British outlet Daily Mail. Is the Daily Mail right-wing, though? Is the Daily Mail right-wing? I'm going to check it. I'm going to check everything. I don't know, because the Daily Mail sometimes... So let me see. Daily Mail political bias. Let's see. Because literally, I did a post, I did a tweet, and everybody was like, oh, it's obvious it's right-wing, obviously it's left-wing, it's woke, it's this, it's that, no, it's far-right, it's fascist, it's Nazi. Like everyone, no one wants the Daily Mail, is what I gathered of it. Anyways, let's see. So on this website, All Sides, let's see where they place it. Daily Mail, they put it firmly on the right-wing, together with the Daily Wire. Man, yeah, I mean, Daily Wire is very right-wing, absolutely. Fox News, we're on the left. CNN is mildly left-leaning. I would have put CNN full on the left here, but I don't know, I'm not American. What else? Vox is very... The New Yorker, yeah, absolutely. New Yorker is very left-wing. So these seem to be placed correctly. And on the right, the rest seems to be... Of course, the American Conservative is going to be on the right wing. Apparently, Fox Business is mildly right wing. What about centrist? BBC News is centrist? On what planet? BBC News is centrist. Goodness gracious. Anyways, what do you guys think about this? Where does the Daily Mail, in your opinion, belong when it comes to the political spectrum? Let me know. Bro, everything nowadays, right or left? Well, yeah, I mean, it's true that media tends to have a bias, and so do... I mean, there is no way... no one can say that the Daily Wire is not right-wing, and no one can say that the CNN is not left-wing. I mean, it's quite clear. Daily Beast? What is it with daily, by the way? Daily Caliber, Daily Mail, Daily Wire, Daily Beast. There must be something about the word daily that people like, I suppose. Maybe I should do Daily Metatron. The only... Then we can put that one on more of like a centrist, moderate situation. The Daily Metatron. I might do it. I might do it. Anyways, yeah, so they were telling us, let's get back to it. The CIA outlines how it used a remote viewer to mentally locate the site of the artifact, which has remained a mystery for centuries. The topic is trending on X and Google Thursday amid heated political debates over whether or not military plants in Yemen, I don't know anything about that, Sunstreak, that's the name of the project, took place in the 1980s and sought to establish remote viewing. This, as I say, I'm inclined to believe that they actually tried this. The ability to describe remote areas or concealed data via unknown mental processes as an intelligence tool. In one exercise, the remote viewer was asked to locate the Ark of the Covenant and reported it to be, open quotes, somewhere in the Middle East, close quotes, and hidden underground, dark and wet, and protected by use of a power unknown to us. Well, I wish, in this case, that this power was less about telling me about the mummies and would use the RAM to actually tell us more about the location at this point. I mean, could you imagine if this was real, if this were real, you don't think the American government wouldn't do anything they can to get the Ark of the Covenant, or unless they think they're gonna get fried like the freaking, like in Indiana Jones at this point, then maybe they're waiting for it, I guess. All right, and that's it. So yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter which one we're gonna read, but that's all there is to it. So as far as our investigation today for the first video, I suppose, not video, the first discussion that we're going to have about this is as far as we can get. Where is the cool one, though? Yeah, I like, this is my favorite. MSN, this is my favorite because I like the green lights. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's as far as we know. And we'll see how it continues, I suppose. As you know, I've recently made a few videos on the pyramids and the discoveries underneath, and we were reviewing, you know, the conference, and I had to submit myself to 4 hours, well, 3 hours, 53 minutes, let's be precise, as usual, and it was what it was, made 2 videos about it. I'm not particularly convinced of the, shall we say, professionalism of the scientists involved. If we read let's not use the word scientist in that case, of the people involved. But then again, you know me, whenever there is something like this, there is a discovery or a claim of a discovery, I always like to go in there with a little skepticism, but not too much. Because this is the thing, oftentimes with these sort of situations, I think it's always good to have sort of a middle of the line, where of course we want the evidence, we want to be convinced by the evidence, and we do go with some healthy skepticism, but it's also important not to go with 100% skepticism about everything that sounds or looks like a conspiracy, because if you do that, if that's your approach, what's going to happen is that the one time that the conspiracy was real, you're going to miss out. You're going to laugh at it, you're going to dismiss it, and then that makes you more controllable. It makes you you can be manipulated in that way. On the other hand, though, we don't want to go to the other end of the spectrum where people believe anything, and they believe it to a point where they become so angry at people that don't just automatically believe without having, access to doing a proper investigation. I myself have been called someone who is part of the cover-up for the pyramids thing. I don't know who is employing me, apart from the government and whatnot, but if people are suggesting that I'm working for the reptilians, I'm not going to take that, okay? Because I've said multiple times, I'm a huge fan of the Greys. So if it's the Greys, I'm fine. You can say that. Metatron works for the Greys, yes. But a reptilian, I don't work for those guys. I do not like the reptilians, and that's what it is. So yeah, they said, look, guy with almost 1 million subscribers absolutely is in the cover-up. He's up with the, people running the world with Metatron. Anyways, here we are. So anyways, as I say, we want to have a look. We are a little skeptic, but we want to see. Let's review the data and see if there is something behind this. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't.